What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Clean, and today, man, we're gonna be looking at something a little bit, a little bit intelligent. I'm not even intelligent, man. I butcher words, stutter sometimes. So yeah, anyway, we're looking at Neil deGrasse Tyson explains the simulation hypothesis. This video came up. I was just looking for something to watch, just because I need to make a YouTube video. But also yesterday, I was on a PlayStation party talking with friends. Oh my god, bro, we were just talking about this crap. So, got me kind of interested. I've been interested in this type of stuff though. Hopefully you guys are though. But I am really interested in this type of stuff. Space, just like the reason why, just like the general reason why of everything. Why are we here? How do we get here? Just stuff like that. Hopefully I'm not boring you talking about this, but yeah, this video is about 8 minutes long. So we're gonna watch this. Shout out to Neil deGrasse Tyson, dude. Though this dude's awesome. I love him. Just the way he talks and stuff and explains stuff. But yeah, without further ado, make sure to like and subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss a video like this one. Let's get into this video, y'all. Start talk. Never seen this video.
Chuck, I've been public on the fact that I'm waiting for someone to convince me that we don't live in a simulation.
I've heard you say it.
The arguments put forth have been quite convincing.
Also, y'all, I probably won't really pause the video much just because I'm probably just gonna let him talk, okay? I don't really know much about this, but I'm probably just gonna let him talk. Just a normal reaction.
Okay. And most of the best arguments are traceable to a guy named Nick Bostrom, a philosopher at the University of Oxford.
Okay.
Here's the argument. Ready?
Go ahead.
Our computing power is growing rapidly.
Right.
We create simulations of worlds. We have video games with characters that are inside the video game.
Right.
GTA.
Imagine a day where you can simulate a world so perfectly with life forms, humans, so well that you can recreate every single neurosynaptic thought you could have, but now you're in the simulation on the computer.
So,
including the perception of free will.
well, there you have it. So now you would have enough computing power to imbue the Sims inside of the program with all of the human traits that we possess now.
Correct. Not only our human traits, but the world.
But the world.
The world itself.
Right.
And you don't have to have all the world existing there at all times.
Right.
That might be an unrealistic amount of computing power.
Right.
You just need
Enough of the world that they see around them.
that they see around them.
Right.
So you want to start digging, and
that's so funny.
and haven't put the Earth there. There's a flag that goes up in the programmer, and they say, "Up, need more Earth." So they
Right.
put Earth beneath you
Yes.
while you can keep digging.
It's like the Truman.
That's crazy though. Actually, just to think about that, like it could be real. Just because of how well technology is growing, we're probably gonna get to the point. No, not even probably. We are going to get to the point where we can like make our own worlds of like simulations of just people who have like their own perception of what he said, like free will, which they think they can just do whatever they want, but really they can't, and it's just like a simulation, which is just crazy to think about. That we could be in one right now. He'll probably explain more of that. Probably didn't make sense how I said it, but yeah, he does a good job of explaining it.
Yeah, well, for example.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
Or does Minecraft, you can build
Or
stuff?
Minecraft.
Right.
Hey,
Oh, that is
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Right, okay.
God, that guy's a brilliant genius. Okay.
So, and we went to the moon. They said, okay, let's make sure
Right,
the moon is
right.
there.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe that's why we can't travel faster than the speed of light, because if we could, we'd be able to get to another galaxy
Before they could program it.
that.
That's actually kind of smart though. Like if you think about that, maybe that's why we can't travel faster than the speed of light. Because if we do, we're gonna. Oh, that's actually crazy to think about, right? But I mean, there's like science to it. Like you can't have mass to travel faster than the speed of light. I think, but like, yeah. But maybe that's why. That could be a reason why we can't travel faster than the speed of light. Because then we go past simulation, and then we just break the whole thing. But that's crazy. That's crazy.
So much fun.
So the programmer put in that limit.
Put in the limit,
Because that's the
Speed of
fastest
light.
they can get.
We can't program fast enough. So we put in a limiter. The speed of light is a limiter so that you can't get to the next thing before we build it.
All right, so
That's
let me finish.
crazy.
That's good.
Go
That's
ahead.
good, Chuck.
All right.
So let me finish this. So now that world evolves, and they develop computing power.
Right.
And they
Yeah.
say, we want to play video games.
So now we're going to make a world.
So then they make a world, and they have sufficient computing power that they invent
Right.
to create a whole universe within their computers.
Okay.
And then
They
do
make
it.
a world.
And then they make a world all the way on down.
Right.
It could
That's
be hundreds,
crazy.
thousands, billions, infinite.
All right, so far this sounds like it still works.
That's fine. So now, close your eyes, throw a dart.
Mm.
Which of these universes are you going to land in? The first one that's real, or the gazillion that are not?
Well, yeah.
Just statistically.
That's how,
okay?
yeah.
Am I drinking when we're playing this darts?
Like mathematically, yeah, if you like think about it, there's a really low chance that we are like in the real world. There's a like if you think mathematically, or statistically, like he said, I don't know which is the which, but if you like think about it, if this is like real, like if we get to the point where we can actually make simulations really real, with like the perception of free will, if we get to that point, then this could like really be like really probable, or it's unprobable that we're in a real world, that we're in a simulation. But he'll probably say more. I'm just kind of like summarizing it and like my kind of like mindset, like how I would perceive it. So hopefully I kind of null it down a little bit for y'all. If I don't, then hopefully this Neil deGrasse Tyson, hopefully he's explaining it well. But let's just keep going.
Okay.
Because then you missed entirely
everything. No.
So
yeah,
there's something called Bayesian statistics, where you're allowed to introduce information that you already have available to you, even if you didn't measure it to be true. So we establish the likelihood that one day we'll have the power to do this.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
that's
that
what I'm
factors into these statistics.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's 1 in a zillion you're the real universe, and 999 zillion to 1
That's your simulation.
That convinced me. And
Yeah.
I don't want to be convinced. I didn't like it, and I was just begging for somebody to give me an argument that was cogent enough to undermine that entire reasoning, and I just came across it.
Uh-oh. Who? Okay.
Okay? It's a good friend.
So now he's gonna say. So he just explained the like reasoning how we could be in a simulation, and I'm pretty sure right now he's gonna debunk it, or maybe not debunk it, but just like put up an argument towards
Friend of
it.
mine, Rich Gott.
All right.
He was a colleague of mine back when I was at Princeton.
All right.
Deep thinker, likes calculating the ends of things.
Nice.
With Bayesian statistics. He's heavily quoted in this book, The Doomsday Calculation, and William Poundstone is a smart guy unto himself, and I am now convinced.
Now you're convinced.
Are you ready?
Okay, go ahead.
What do all these so here is what convinced me we are not in a simulation.
Okay.
Are you seated?
All right.
Yep,
I'm
here we
seated.
go.
Are you hold on.
I'm going to hold.
Okay. All right. What do all those simulated universes have in common?
They're simulations.
They have the power to simulate
That's
themselves.
what I'm saying. They're simulations.
No, they have the power to simulate themselves.
Right. Oh, okay. Yes.
That's what they all have in common.
Make a simulation.
They have that power.
Yeah,
Exactly.
To simulate themselves exactly.
Okay.
Do we have that power now?
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Which means that
No.
we can't send it. We can't send ourselves into the future as a simulation
Because we don't have that
can't-
power yet.
So we can't continue
Yeah.
the chain.
So either we
We
are
are
the
the-
real one,
right.
or we're the one in the chain that's still evolving to try to then make a simulation within their own world.
Yeah.
So the odds of us being a simulation goes from a gazillion to 1.
From
I
50-50.
mean, to the likelihood of a
Right.
gazillion. All right.
It flips.
It flips 50-50. And I'm
Wow.
Yeah.
good with that. That changes my life completely.
Yeah.
50-50.
Okay? And no longer are you kids
So
going to say,
either
Dad, it
real
doesn't matter,
world-
we're in a simulation anyway. No, you got an argument now. You have a
Right.
rebuttal.
Exactly.
Now, a quick
So basically, it's like either we're a real world and there's no simulations behind us, like we're just a real world, or we are in the simulation and we're just the one that's at the end. So both of those are really improbable, you know,
what?
I have to do my homework.
because you're either one end or the
Right.
other one, which is 50-50.
Maybe
So, yeah.
these simulators have a side activity where they like reminiscing about days before you could simulate. That would be us.
So now we're Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong or Pong.
We're classic.
Yeah.
Classic gameplay.
So maybe we're just entertainment, like a historical exercise.
Right.
That's possible in principle. However, let's look at our own conduct with that regard.
Okay.
All right, think of a movie as a simulation, just for the sake of
Which
this
it kinda is.
conversation, which it kind of
Kinda is.
Ask yourself, how many movies have been made in a time before we ever knew how to make movies? Relative to movies made in the era where we know how to make movies. You can do the numbers. It's small.
Oh,
yes,
sure.
the Spartacus, there's the OK Corral.
Three
There's
Musketeers.
those exist.
That type of stuff.
Okay?
Okay.
If we are any measure of the incentives of creating simulations, which all we can do with movies at this point, then they might have some historical but there's way more interesting things and stories to tell in the era of simulations that exist post-simulation.
Right. And yeah.
So even...
Alright, he kind of lost me there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think. I think what he's saying is that, like, I don't...
If there are some period pieces that we might be, still most of these would be universes made after they could simulate themselves.
Right.
If our movie-making habits are any indication of anything.
So the chances are we're not a little offshoot, like a little
Statistically.
side project.
We could be, just statistically, it's
Probably
not likely.
not. Right.
Oh, okay, so he was saying that we're not like a little side thing, statistically probable. That didn't make any sense. Oh my god, I'm horrible explaining stuff, but I'm trying to think what he said with the movie parts. I think it was like about... I don't know, I just had it. It was like, movies are like simulations, and we make tons of different movies. They're all tons of different simulations. I don't know. Something to do with that, with movies. That we're not probable to be a movie right now, like an entertainment simulation. I think that's what he was getting at. We're not probable to be entertainment like simulation. I think. I'm not sure. He lost me, kind of.
Because with most of the stories they're going to simulate are going to be the ones that that are in the era of the time they could simulate themselves.
So that still brings us back to we're probably either the first or we're on our way to being the next.
On our way to being the next. That's
Right.
correct.
One or the other.
That's more likely than any other possibility here.
Wow.
And so I can now rest well at night.
So no simulation.
Yeah, I'm good. I think I'm real. I think you're real. I think we're good.
Well, real recognize real, so yes.
I forgot about that expression. Real recognize real.
Real recognize real.
You
So
got
there
it.
you go.
Chuck, fist
Yep.
bump on
Boom,
that.
boom.
Star Talk.
Yeah.
Signing out.
Alright, well, there we go. So, that was the end of the video, yo. Hope y'all did enjoy. I enjoyed it. That was fascinating, interesting. After, like, the movies part, I have no idea what he was talking about after the movies part. But before that, I think I was okay. But anyways, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications so you don't miss a video like this one. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Hopefully, it's on next gen. Probably not. I've been having trouble getting one. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. See y'all in the next video.